And we are about to start the first women's singles quarterfinal round. Bruna Takahashi from Brazil, world number 23, versus Codina, world number 208 from Argentina. My name is Jimmy Butler. It's so great to have all of you here with us today. Both athletes getting used to each other's serves. And there's a nice smooth forehand there by Codina. I love her forehand technique. She turns her body and waist so well. Her arm is stable. She's very relaxed and smooth and has a very, very nice forehand. Now you'll notice with Takahashi, she has the highest toss serve in the tournament. Nobody tosses it higher than her this tournament. Look at that. And that was a great serve. When you can get your opponent to miss the ball completely, which is what just happened there, that's as good as it gets as far as your serve is concerned. Talked about the smooth, relaxed, beautiful forehand of Codina. Well, Takahashi's well aware of that. So you're going to see Takahashi working that backhand side of Codina throughout this match. Here comes the high toss. And, ooh, she got Codina to miss that receive in the bottom of the net. So that's going to be a story of this match. Can Codina handle the serves? Ooh, what a great backhand opening there from Takahashi. So after you whiff one of the receives and then you miss one in the bottom of the net, Codina was pretty happy with that receive there. She got it over the table, kept it low, and cut it hard. But Takahashi just drilled her backhand. There's another drill. Great job by Codina hanging in that rally. Takahashi gets a lot of force and speed on that first backhand. Codina's doing a great job this game, not only hanging in it, but taking a 2-point lead. Oh, good job by Codina there. Not only was it a good receive, but a good follow. Codina missed that one, but great job by Codina adjusting and putting some quality receives on the table those last 3 times. Codina with her first game point. And another service win. And Codina comes out and takes the first game 11-7. Let's look at a couple replays that game. Here's the Codina serve. Wins the point outright. That one happened at 9-7 there. Takahashi also missed the next serve, and now we're going to look at the placement charts. Both players kind of working the whole table there on the shot placement. Takahashi serving mostly to the short forehand of Codina. So what happens in most of these matches is you're going to see the most problems in the receive department at the beginning of the match. Both players have to get used to each other's serves. These players don't train with each other every day, so every athlete kind of has their own technique and their own stamp, so to speak, on their serve. And although we're all doing similar serves, none of our serves are exactly the same, so you've got to get used to your opponent's serve. And see, there was a pop-up by Codina off the Takahashi serve. And so the more you see your opponent serve, the more likely you're going to start receiving it better. But when you're receiving it for the first time, what you do in these first and second games, you see a lot of misses and a lot of pop-ups. And that's what we've seen so far this match. But as servers, we can only do so many serves, so your opponent's going to start seeing your same serves as the match goes on more and more, and they're going to start receiving them better. So as these matches progress, they tend to get better as far as the rallies are concerned. And see, that was a pop-up off the receive by Takahashi, and a pretty easy finish for Codina. Oh, what a great reaction by Codina at that point. Takahashi kind of pinned her into her middle. And Codina just kind of leaned her body over and made a great reaction. And that was a good serve by Takahashi. She got everything she wanted. Codina popped it up, but she made an unforced error and couldn't finish. Takahashi's going to have to think twice about playing cross court with her forehand into the Codina forehand. Codina's so good there. Down the line table tennis tends to be winning table tennis compared to cross court table tennis.
Yeah! 3-6.
And that's what Takahashi needs to do right there. She needs to start playing her forehand down the line into the Codina backhand. That is clearly the weaker side of Codina. And great job by Takahashi, pinning Codina into her middle on that receive. When you play with force and with speed, and your opponent's close to the table, you don't want to play into their racket. All of these athletes here are way too good, and they can take back just about anything if you play into their racket when they're close to the table. Good defense there by Takahashi. Codina put a lot of pressure on her at that point, and she hung in there and defended well.
6-8.
That serve, that high toss serve by Takahashi was loaded with underspin. Codina did a good job of getting a nice spinny banana flick in, but it didn't have a lot of pace on it. You can't blame her for not putting a lot of pace on it. That serve was loaded. And Takahashi did a great job of finishing that flick off. And there was a spinny, high-arcing banana flick from Takahashi. Codina not able to judge it properly. I like the serves of Takahashi. She keeps that ball low. She puts a lot of spin on them. You can tell Takahashi has spent a lot of time in the gym practicing those serves. You don't get good serves like that unless you're putting in the time. And just like that, it looked like Takahashi was gonna run away with this game up 10-6. Codina wins 3 points in a row, has the serve. Oh, great banana flick received by Takahashi to win the second game 11-9. Oh, you can't ask for a better receive than that, right when she needed it. Let's look at a couple replays that last game. There's that forehand cut off the bounce receive. There it is again. That was such a great receive, that last point. It was low risk because she didn't put a lot of pace on it, but she put an incredible amount of side spin on it. Now we're going to look at the placement charts. A lot of different ways to use the banana flip receive. You can play with pace, and the more pace you play with, the more likely you're going to miss it. Those are the difficult ways to play it. But you can also play them slow and spinny with mainly topspin, or you can play them slow and spinny with side topspin. That's what Takahashi did at the end of that last game. She played it slow, but it was loaded with side top. She hadn't done that flick the whole game. It totally threw Codina off. So what a great decision and great execution by Takahashi. And that's a nice opening loop there by Takahashi. She kept that thing low to the net, and it was loaded with topspin. Codina unable to deal with it. Takahashi's putting a lot of heavy side chop on most of her serves, turning Codina into a receive pusher. She doesn't do that very often. That one had a little topspin on it, that serve. But mainly Codina is having to push the serves. They're so heavy, and Takahashi knows that, and that's an advantage to the server. If you know your opponent's going to mainly be pushing, these athletes are really good at looping off a cut. Oh, that's a great backhand there by Takahashi. That's just too good. Takahashi, generally speaking, has an advantage backhand to backhand against Codina, but Codina holding her own this match, really coming up with some good stuff from her backhand side. Oh, I love the serve. Codina dealt with it well, but an even better finish from Takahashi. And there was that heavy underspin serve by Takahashi, forcing Codina to push it. Oh, great reaction there by Takahashi. Codina made an impressive shot off that net ball. Well, that was beautiful serve placement by Codina at that point. She served to the wide backhand of Takahashi. Hadn't done it the whole match. Got Takahashi to pop it up. Just couldn't finish that point off. There's the cut of Codina. She's having to cut the serves of Takahashi, and she's cutting them all long. And Takahashi, very good at opening off a long cut. And see, she tried to flick that. It went almost in the bottom of the net, so she doesn't have confidence off the Takahashi serve other than pushing it long. And that's a strategy you have to do as an athlete. If you're blowing your opponent's serve all over the room, you have to start cutting them along, because at least it gives you a chance to get in the point. Oh, great serve there. Fooled Takahashi on the spin. Codina that time did a great job of cutting that serve short. If someone's serving backspin as much as Takahashi is, you should be able to get in there and cut that ball short, not have to cut it deep so much. Good job reacting to the deep serve of Takahashi there by Codina. She was ready for it. Good alert play. That same serve got Takahashi just several points ago. That heavy side chop serve into the Codina short, or the Takahashi short forehand. Takahashi jammed that serve quick off the bounce. That's what got her the point, gave Codina no time. Took it so quick, it crowded Codina. Oh, great point by both athletes, speed to speed. Codina the winner that point. Another great point by Codina to deuce this game. These are the 50-50 games athletes always look back at in tournaments. Once you get to 9-all and 10-all. And there's a beautiful forehand step around by Takahashi. You tend to look back, and when you're winning these 50-50 games, you tend to have good tournaments. And when you're not, those are the ones you look back at. Oh, great finish there by Takahashi to win the third game 12-10. Codina did such a great job of deucing that game, but it was all Takahashi the next 2 points to take a 2-1 game lead. Let's look at a couple replays that last game. One Takahashi wanted back. And there's that short, heavy side chop serve to the short forehand of Takahashi that won Codina several points. And let's look at the placement charts for that game. Well, this match has turned into a great battle. You have Bruna Takahashi, world rank number 23, Anna Codina, world rank number 208, and they are playing toe-to-toe. And that is a big level difference as far as the rankings are concerned. This match has been even up to this point. There's a good opening by Codina. Notice where she put that ball into the body of Takahashi. Takahashi had to make a decision whether she should go backhand or forehand. And there's the backhand of Takahashi. Look at that speed and force. Able to place that ball perfectly to the wide forehand of Codina. Oh, great job by Codina, hanging in that point, withstanding some beautiful Takahashi backhands once again. Another great placement by Codina, opening up with the forehand, going into the middle and into the body of Takahashi, winning the point. And both players starting to heat up out there. You're seeing a lot less misses on the receive. Both players getting used to each other's serves, and the rallies are getting better and better. Oh, that's just a beautiful forehand by Takahashi. That was just nicely done. Steps around, works that wide forehand of Codina. Such an effortless shot there from Takahashi. Just perfect technique on that one. Good job by Codina again, opening up with her backhand this time into the body of Takahashi. That is exactly how you want to do it. You do not want to play to the racket of your opponent when they're close to the table, as long as you can get enough speed on it. You don't want to play slow to their middle and body. And that's Takahashi now working into the body of Codina on that forehand. So you can see what you need to do out there when your opponent's close to the table, and if you can get enough speed and force, you've got to work the ball into their body. If you play slow there, they'll step around and crunch it with their forehand. So you have to have enough speed for it to work. Both athletes these last couple points demonstrating that strategy perfectly. There's a timeout from Codina.
Time off.
Acá, el brazo, tengo que ir encima.
Y encima cuando haces eso no te queda otra que tirar cruzada.
Claro,
Ese es el
esperando y
problema.
encima largo. Tengo que ir encima.
Si ves que no sale un poquito, largo en el revés. ¿Entendés? Igual espera, pero acomoda esa parte, es muy importante porque ahí es donde te juega. Porque que te saque más bien.
Ajá. Y ahí
Después
viene
otro saque si querés, sencillito acá, tiene que ser bajito en el drive. Si te deja corto, intentar por ahí dejar corto, si te viene al revés, hacer flip, o al revés rápido, o al medio, pero agresivo. Agresivo. Vamos.
Dale, vamos.
Dale,
Vamos a ver.
Six, eight.
That was a good job there by Takahashi, pinning Codina into her body on that flick.
Ten, six.
Oh, great